The money. Was money, I mean, 'cause look, there was no internet. There was no streaming. You were selling hard copy albums.
Mm-hmm. And CDs.
And CDs. Mm-hmm. So you had to have somebody go wait in the line for this drop and the line be around the building. That was a powerful thing back then.
Oh, yeah. Now, I used to love, like, stuff like that. Like, I remember, like, on me and Albie Shore, we dropped, like, around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So Warner Brothers had us out on a promotional tour. And every day, you know, we just did clowning and joking and having a good time. And to, like, come in a record store and see the line, like you said, wrapping around the corner. Oh, man. Beautiful thing, man. I sit there and start acting silly and whatnot, you know, as they start coming in, you know, me and Al sitting there. I'm like, all right, all the light-skinned fans on this side, dark-skinned fans over here. You know?
Do you think will it ever be like that again, Kane? Will music ever sell like that? Will people ever line up to want to hear a record, to go purchase a physical copy of a record or a CD? Will it ever be like that again, or are we relegated to streams and other forms of receiving that?
I think that it's like that right now, just not as strong.
Okay.
You have artists that's selling vinyl for like $250 a copy. You know, and people are buying it, they're purchasing it, you know. So it's happening. It does exist. But will it be at the forefront like it was before? I doubt it. Mm-hmm. Because the world has pretty much become, you know, a fast food. The world is fast food now. So it's going to be really, really hard.
When people ain't trying to wait on nothing, Kane.
Nah.
I mean, hey, they don't want to go to the grocery store. They call somebody. They call somebody to shop for them. They call Uber Eats. They call DoorDash. They call.
No. Hold this one. People don't even want to wait on the truth.
Wow.
It's not about, you know, getting the story right. It's about getting the story first.
Mm.
Yeah, you know. So yeah.
Kane, what have you learned about money?
What I learned about money, I mean, you know, for one, you know, you have to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to protect it and spend it wisely, you know. And
but how does a young man that's coming into a large sum of money, coming up from the background a lot of us came up from, impoverished background, maybe it wasn't a two-parent home, it was a mom or a grandmom, and you've never had, and you get this sum of money and all the things that you've ever wanted as a child or as a young man, you get an opportunity to get it all at once. You can get whatever you want, as much as you want. How does one refrain from being reckless? Because when we get money, Kane, and we in our 20s, we think we're going to be getting money like this in our 30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
So it ain't going to end.
That's the mentality. But, you know, you have to understand that, you know, there was always someone before you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There was Run DMC before me.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Melly Mel before me.
Mm-hmm.
You know? There was a Jim Brown before you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you have to understand there was someone before me.
Right. You were, but to see rappers, what they become, they fly private. They got. I mean, I saw Drake. I was like, whoa, man, that Joe got a 767, decked out. These guys, you know, 30, 40, 50, 60 million dollars, nothing for these guys now a year. Kane probably looking back like, damn, I'm just 40 years too soon.
Well said, man. Well said. But you know, I am so happy for these cats. Like, you know, when I see that, you know, when I hear about Drake's success, Jay-Z's success, you know, I love hearing those stories because I know how difficult, especially with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Because this is someone who I tried to get a deal for in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? And no one was receptive. So to see this dude become a billionaire, I'm like, in their face, yes. Wow. You know, I love it.
Right.
You know, and that goes for the rest of them as well, you know.
How'd you meet Hov?
there were these guys in Queens called the Shirt Kings. And one of them, they made spray paint shirts. And one of them asked me about doing a mixtape with Jaz-O. And I was like, all right, yeah, we do it. So we went to Brooklyn to my man Fresh Gordon crib. We supposed to be doing this mixtape. And then Jaz-O was like, yo, can my man rhyme on the tape too? And that was Jay-Z. So we did.
How old was he at this time?
I don't know how old he was. I mean, because I think Jay is like a year and a half younger than me. So, I mean, I don't know. Could have been 20, 19. I don't know. But he asked, could his man rhyme on the tape? And I was like, yeah. So we did the tape. And then when we was riding back to my crib, my man Nike from the Shirt Kings, he's like, yo, we really wanted you to do this because we want you to help, to get Jazz another deal. And, I was like, honestly, I kind of like the light-skinned dude better. Is it okay if I work with him? And that's how, we connected.
Right.
And we started, working on stuff. We was working on music, and I was shopping his music, the different labels and things of that nature. And then I ended up doing the Feels Like Another One with Patti LaBelle.
Right.
And while we were on tour, I'm noticing that Patti is doing outfit changes. So I'm fascinated, and I'm like, oh, nobody in hip hop doing this. Oh, I can't wait to get back out on the road. So when I finished the tour with Patti and went back out on my tour, I grabbed Jay-Z and another rapper by the name of Positive K. He had a big song called
Pos K?
Yeah, I Got a Man. Yeah. So I grabbed both of them and brought them on the road.
What your man got to do with me?
So you right. Yeah. I brought them both on the road with me, and I would let them come out and perform in the middle of my show while I do outfit changes.
Okay.
So him and Jay-Z would be on stage rapping. Yeah.
Did you know when you heard this 19, 20, 21-year-old Hov rapping, did you ever think he'd become this?
No. I mean, it's crazy. Because, see, there's one thing about Jay that I didn't really understand until much later. Because Paz would be in the room or in the studio and very much involved. Sauce Money would be in the room or in the studio, very much involved. Jay would always be quiet.
Yes.
Very,
that's the
very
story
quiet.
everybody tells.
So it was the type of thing where I'm like, you gotta, you make your presence felt. You gotta. So I didn't see it. But what I didn't understand was that Jay was being quiet for a reason. Jay studies everything. Like years later, I started thinking about all types of stuff. Numerous nights when he would point out something I did on stage, mention it. Oh yeah, you real funny dude the way you did such and such. He noticed everything. So he was sitting there studying, and I think that attribute, to his greatness.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before two something.